Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, we are once again back on Path of Legends Ultimate Champion League. I'm at 2,500 rating points right now. Going to be going for about 2,700, somewhere in that range, just back to the top 1k, you know, picking up pretty close to where I left off in the last video. Okay, after seeing Ice Golem and Skeletons, I thought it was going to be 2.6, but it's actually going to be Miner Balloon Cycle. After revealing the Miner and Barb Barrel, I actually will have to go Archers here because that Barb Barrel will get some hits otherwise, or the Barbarian rather, and goes for Muskie. I'll just fireball it. Quite frankly, I am pretty open about this. I am not very fond of this matchup, but I don't really think it's that bad actually after the Evo Knight, especially because Evo Knight is a really broken card, and Evo Skeletons in their deck isn't really the greatest. I mean, they're really solid after the buff, don't get me wrong, but especially with Xbow, you can control them pretty well. Just have to have login cycle if you're like going on offense, or on defense just make sure they don't get hits. Like archers are good counters, you know, there are ways to counter them basically. I'm actually going to leak because I didn't want to like split archers if he goes like balloon behind something. Didn't really want to knight into an ice golem either. I don't think I will fireball. I think I'll go Xbow Tesla right now because he doesn't have ice golem in cycle. So if he goes balloon, this Tesla will actually kite the balloon. He does go for the Evo Skeletons, and that's actually problematic because I believe that will actually like counter. Yeah, man. Okay, actually they didn't. Wow, that's clutch. I will go for my archers predicting. Okay, actually, honestly, I don't even know what I was predicting, because I just, like, it would have caught a Musketeer, but he just didn't have it in cycle, actually, so that was actually a bad pair of archers, I think. Maybe, like, a Miner could have been caught, but I did take some damage in the right, unfortunately. Either way, you know, that is a trick I learned in this matchup, guys, the Xbow Tesla. It is very niche, like, you have to know their cycle exactly, because if they have an Ice Golem, it's not going to work. They can Ice Golem opposite and then just ignore it. Nice catch on the Miner with the Evo Knight, and I might just pressure because Evo Knight's going to be counter pushing, so I feel like I can pressure once more, especially after he goes for the Muskie, and the Evo Knight will actually 1v1 the Musketeer. I'm fairly certain about that. He goes Ice Golem opposite. He actually does still have to respond to this, and again, the Tesla does kite a balloon over if you play it early enough. If you play it reactively, then no, it doesn't, but right there, as you can see, we get a lock, so beautiful. Just gonna Skeletons for the Musketeer, make sure don't take any damage, of course, and Archers to take the balloon out. Big tip in this matchup, guys, you don't really want to be going for Teslas on the balloons on your Xbows. You want to be going for Archers like I went, because you don't really want to get outcycled with your Tesla. Now I think I can just play passive for the rest of the game, because honestly the match is pretty much over. I mean, I already have about a 1,400 damage lead, and again, it's courtesy of that trick I told you about. I'll go for a low Tesla rather than a high one. So if you go for the standard 3-tile high Tesla in this position, or 3 tiles down from the river rather, it'll actually get targeted by the balloon first. It'll kite the balloon over, and the Expo will stay alive. But I'd rather keep the Tesla alive in that situation. That's why I opted to go for the lower Tesla. Honestly, like, it's pretty niche, but there are lots of like little details to this. I'll just Ice Spirit to catch the Barb Barrel and also freeze the balloon in place, and I'm stacking archers instead of going for a Tesla because you don't really need to Tesla every single time as well. Like, archers are cheaper. Not the best bomb tower, I'd say. I mean, it's a good play, but wrong position, I can just fireball it. And again, I'm just going to keep playing like this. I don't think, like, some people might not be a fan of this gameplay, but quite frankly, there's no point spamming Expos when I don't have a good reason to. Like, a big part of being a good Expo player is knowing when to pick your spots, when to go in, right? And so now I kind of have my cycle set up where I can go in, I think, because I have an Evo Knight. So, you know, that's what I've been doing a lot recently, especially with Evos, like Evo Knight being so broken. I have just been going in when my cycle is aligned at the right time. Gonna log the Muskie, maybe get a baby X block. Yeah, if he didn't go for the Miner, would have gotten like maybe 200 damage, so he had to go defensive Miner, which he does not want to go for. And as you guys can see, like, the balloon does full counter an Expo. Unfortunately, gonna have to check those notifications later. Okay, I will just triple elixir, so I will like just try and buckle down for defense and get ready to just full defend again, because I mean this setup does full counter, as you guys can see, a balloon on either side. This is the setup that you do against balloon. Gonna take the fireball on the Muskie, Ice Golem, and balloon. Definitely no reason not to, and he just gives up. Honestly, can't blame him. I do think that it is, I guess it might be my matchup, I don't know, after like all the changes in Evo Knight. I mean, I have won this more consistently. I still don't like the matchup, I guess, but Evo Knight is broken. Okay, I'll check those notifications. But that's going to be a nice win against Miner Balloon Cycle for the first match. I have been beating that consistently, courtesy of the Evo Knight, quite honestly, just that. But that's going to put me back in the top 1k, so not bad. Alright guys, found another match against Ever, and so he has I like his banner, Heal Spirit, it's pretty cute. Give him the good luck, just Ice Spirit to start things out, and he is one off from 2,600. I will go for my Knight the back. just see what he wants to do. I believe he zapped the Ice Spirit, right? So zap, that is an interesting play. I'm going to Expo. He goes Knight Zap. Knight Zap, Bomb Tower. Okay, this looks like Balloon, I guess, or maybe like Minor. I mean, if you see Zap, like, it's probably going to be Balloon, I guess. Like, with like, these Japanese players as well, they always play, like, Balloon decks. Like, you know, there's that Valk ExeNado. Yeah, there it is. There's the Balloon. It's just like a Japanese thing, I guess. I mean, I respect them for it, you know, it's like, it's their thing. I'll Ice Spirit to hold the Balloon in place. Yeah, he goes for the NATO. Does he zap as well? Because that's going to kill the archers? No, he does not. So honestly, maybe not the best NATO. I don't really think that was necessarily the best play. I feel like, you know, he didn't really need to do that, and like he probably would have just been fine letting that go. I guess he wanted to NATO, but I think because of that NATO, I can actually go in. Like, again, knowing when to go in is a big thing, and I feel like he's down Elixir right now. So I'm gonna, yeah, no, he is down Elixir because he's not playing anything. So I'll Knight as well to predict a Bomb Tower. I don't think he's back to Balloon. He might be back now. I actually might just Tesla. I'll Tesla to predict the Balloon because enough time has passed to the point where he can't like go for like a Balloon. Like if he went for a Balloon early, I was kind of waiting, right? I was like being a bit patient. That's why I didn't really go for the early like tests, or that's why I like waited a bit. I'll log to get a mini Expo luck again. That's like, you know, a few hundred damage, and that does count. Now he could definitely go for a Balloon. I'm gonna Ice Spirit to get back to my Tesla one closer, and he could go Balloon right now because I'm not back to Tesla, but I'm like one off, so I will definitely get back in time. And okay, yeah, there's the Evo Knight Balloon punish. Honestly, I'll just go for the Evo Knight and then I'll Tesla like as late as I possibly can and maybe target the Balloon first. Beautiful. Honestly, I did not think that was going to target the Balloon first. Okay, bad archers. I didn't think the Knight would die that much, or die that fast. So Bomb is going to like make the archers use. So that was just a waste of 3 elixir. My bad, guys. But I didn't expect that to work out so well. He has an Exe as well. Okay, honestly, this is like, I'd say this is an annoying matchup, but again, like, I just feel like, I don't know how to feel, actually, because, I mean, it's pretty easy and single to, like, get some locks, but, like, it is frustrating when they have the Evo Knight, I guess, but, I mean, they don't have a big spell in all these Balloon decks, like, especially the ones the Japanese players play. It's like ExeNado. He has a Zap as well. Like, Zap is, quite frankly, pretty useless against Xbow. It's good to reset, but you want, like, a Log or a Barb Barrel. Even a Snowball's better than a Zap, I'd say, just because it's, like, more useful against the troops, I suppose. But, yeah, I'll Knight to protect my archers. Very nice Knight. He actually has to NATO as a result of that. And I'll Tesla. Nice Miner to snipe the Tesla. I'll just stack archers. Another big thing in this matchup, guys, is stacking archers. I'll also Ice Spirit to make sure I don't get any death damage, because I'd rather not take any. And I want to Expo, but I won't. I'll be safe. Like, honestly, just playing disciplined, because the archers would have gone too high to the point where I feel like they just would have been too high on the map to be, like, tucked in behind the Expo. That's, like, the reason why I didn't go Expo, because I feel like, you know, you can go Expo in those positions, like, when you have archers counter-pushing, but if they're going to walk super high up, then it doesn't feel right, I guess. Like, it's just an intuition thing, I suppose. He zaps. I'll have to Fireball. Good zap. Actually, that time was good, like, good pressure. But he might have just sealed his own, like, coffin. He has his own Evo Knight, actually, so he's fine. I was going to say, he's down a lot of elixir, and he has to respond to my Evo Knight, but then he has his own, so, like, he is honestly doing fine. I'm like pretty much just spell cycling him out at this point with like fireballs and trying to mitigate as much damage as possible from his miners. I'll just Ice Spirit for the Balloon and archers up high because he might go for the same NATO Zap play. Yeah, honestly, I'll Expo just to kite the Balloon over and pressure at the same time. I think that's worth it, quite frankly, to avoid death damage on the tower. And I can pretty much just let this Expo go. Like, I'll Knight just to be a bit aggressive, but I can essentially let it go and just, like, go for this low Tesla, just to help against the Balloon. You guys should know this placement by now. It's a very key Tesla placement to support the Expo. That should not really do much. Yeah, and I'll Fireball. Knight gets, like, 2 hits on tower, so that's, like, really bad for him. That's just 2 logs and a Fireball. I'll just cycle really fast right now, and that's going to do it. Just Ice Spirit, Tesla. And another nice win against Balloon. Honestly, 2 Balloon matchups, like, in a row, back to back. I guess, like, this is, like, pretty decent for Expo now that we have the Evo Knight to pressure. And single elixir can be pretty good if you know exactly what to look for. So I'll give him the good luck. You know, he was a good sport, and, like, just, I respect the deck that they play. That's going to put me 1 off 2,600, 837 in the world, so, you know, going even higher in the top 1,000. Alright, guys, found a match against what looks to be yet another Japanese player, and we are going to be going for 2,600 right now. 2 nice wins against Balloon. We see the Evo Skeletons and Ice Spirit. Okay, 2.6 maybe. It's not going to be Balloon after seeing the Ice Spirit. Yeah, it looks like 2.6. I'll just Xbow because he actually has to respond to this. I'll Skeletons to predict a cannon as well. Goes for the Hog. I'll Tesla in the corner. If he doesn't get something down, that's going to be GG. Okay, sadly he gets the cannon down, and sadly the Knight doesn't walk in front in time. That would have changed that interaction very much, because if the Knight walked in front, of course, it would have protected against the cannon. Then he would have had to respond even more, maybe even been down quite a lot of elixir. But now it's actually looking pretty bad for me, I guess, because he's definitely going to be able to outcycle my Tesla. We'll have to probably cycle really fast to not let that happen. Yeah, he's already up elixir because of that. Oh god, he's back to Hog, isn't he? Yeah. He definitely outcycled my Tesla. I don't think I can. Yeah, I have to fireball, guys, and I will take some chip here. Don't get me wrong. Okay, that's bad fireball timing. If you time it correctly, I think you can get away with only one Hog hit there, but obviously I didn't time it well, so my bad. I feel like, I mean, I want to go in, but I can't. Knight will get a hit, but that doesn't really matter because you don't really want to go same lane in this matchup. Yeah, quite frankly, that was not the start I was looking for, guys. I guess, I mean, maybe the Xbow wasn't optimal, but okay, wow. Is he already back? This guy's crazy, dude. 2.6 players, man. They really do the most to outcycle you in, the first, 90 seconds of the match. Their fingers are moving at, supersonic speed. Look at this guy. He went, 3 Hogs, right away. To his credit, it's good pressure, it's annoying, especially when he pressures with the Evo Skeles like that. That's what you're supposed to do. Of course, I'm not saying he's playing bad. It's just it's a 2.6 thing. Especially if you play Xbow, this is what they do. I'll just split my Skeletons in the back, and I think I have to play pretty passive for now. I have an Evo Knight. I guess I'll cycle it in the back. I kind of want to get some pressure going, but it's going to be a bit tricky considering I mean, his tower's full. I still have to pressure, though, don't get me wrong, so I will. I'll Xbow, now, and I'll log, take the Muskie out early, and he goes for the same Hog. I'll just keep doing this Tesla play, guys. It does cut the Hog out of Xbow range, if you didn't know, so if he doesn't get, this, Ice Golem cannon down, like he's been doing, that Tesla will actually cut the Hog out of Xbow range and get a lock. I'm going to Knight for the Muskie. He went for a really low Muskie for some reason, so I actually can't afford to just Knight reactively. Then I'll Ice Spirit this Hog and Tesla again. That's a lock, right? Because that Hog's out of Xbow range. Yeah, I get... Okay, that's a lock in my book. That's one lock. 1 bolt on tower. 55 damage. That's a baby Xbow lock. I always say that. But yeah, I mean... We're still actually kind of closing the gap. It's not looking too bad. It's just frustrating. I'm going to have to cycle back to a Tesla. Rapid speed, because he is back to a Hog, isn't he? Okay, no, he is not. Well, yes, he is. He just didn't go for it as early as I thought he would. But yeah, pretty well defended. Musketeers are pretty annoying as well, guys. I don't think I have to respond to those Skeletons. Yeah, not the greatest Evo Skeletons, to be honest. I know what he was going for, just didn't work out. I'll Ice Spirit Skeles. Skeles were, actually both were unnecessary, looks like, but didn't think Evo Knight would carry that much, wanted to be safe. I will Xbow once I hit enough for 8 elixir so I can go Knight in front. Notice that, guys. Small thing, because if I went Xbow at 6, which I wanted to do, I will actually fireball this as well. I mean, it's aggressive, but I'll force out a log at least. Actually, maybe that was a bit of aggro, but what I was saying was I Xbow at 8 so I can afford a Knight in front, because I don't want him to be able to just cannon on the Xbow. If I Xbow at 6, oh wow, he actually just fireballs me. I mean, fair enough, but that's... I mean, I can let that slide. Okay, goes for a cannon. I'll have to kill the cannon first, so I'll Skeletons to tank. I can't let it lock onto the Xbow, of course. And wow, that actually just... Wow, he just really shut me down. I'm gonna have to do some massive comeback and triple, guys, because I'm down 700. This is frustrating. This is actually kind of frustrating. I'm pretty open about this. I don't like the 2.6 matchup. I'll go in again. Okay, wow, that Muskie got 3 hits on the tower. Jesus Christ. Let me just go in again. I really have to mount some kind of crazy comeback here, because it's not looking good. I'll Tesla up high. I want this Tesla to act as kind of a stopping point on the map. It's just gonna create a border where he's not really gonna be able to go past it. He has to commit the Evo Skeles to it, which is good. I'll log to get back to my Tesla and then cut it out of Xbow range with that trick again, that placement in the corner. Gonna Evo Knight to protect this, and I do have to get a lock. I cannot spell cycle, so I'll get back to an Xbow and I'll go in right now. Just have to keep pressuring. Archer's on this side to predict. Yep, perfect. And he was going to go for something there. Let me just log this back. And I clipped the Ice Spirit too. That's a lock, right? No, it's not. I have to get back to another X, but 20 seconds left. Can I get it? I mean, I have to keep pressuring. I don't have a choice, but I don't know if I can. Honestly, if he defends well. Good fireball. Wait, my Xbow's on tower. Oh my god, how? I don't know how, guys, but the Xbow was on tower. By some miracle of God, I got a lock. Oh my god. This is why you don't give up, though. If you just keep, trying, you play well. Some miracle could happen. I do not know how that I got a lock there. If you guys rewind and watch or something, that's crazy. But I was losing most of the game, so honestly feels really good to just get a lock. And I don't know how I got that, but it was really good pressure on my end anyways. I went with a lot of Xbows and just like forced him to play defensively. That's going to be the match for 2600, guys. 767 in the world. Very proud of that one and very lucky, honestly, but I will take it. Alright guys, found a match against Happy Maher. I guess I'll be going for 2700 because I just feel like torturing myself. I'll give him the good luck and then just log. With this starting hand, I don't really want to Expo too early on. Bar Barrel is honestly either a good or a bad sign because it could be Splashyard. Like, okay, pigs. Oh, is this going to be recruits? Don't like the look of that, man. Really don't like the look of that at all. Evo recruits right now are like breaking the game, guys. Like, they've quite frankly just make the meta very unplayable, at least for Expo, because most Evo recruits decks do beat Xbow Cycle, especially like the ones with arrows and fireball. Like, they're just a huge pain, so you never really want to go against those. And then also there are other Evo recruits decks. Like, there's that one crazy Goblin Giant deck. Can we talk about that one? Like, I made a rage tweet about it, guys. Like, I was pretty upset. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this meta is just not it. Anyways, though, it looks like it's gonna be 3 Musketeers after seeing the Ghost and the Hunter. Like, those are 3 Musketeer-esque cards. They're not like Royal recruits, Royal Hogs cards. So he actually could still have, oh, those for Fireball. That's actually very aggro. He does still have to respond to this Knight, by the way, because that's going to get, like, maybe, like, or he could ignore it, I guess, but I think he has to respond, and then he might lose the game right here, because he has to respond to the Knight. Then I go for an Expo with the Evo Knight next up in Cycle, and then, like, how does he stop that? Let's see. Yeah, it goes Hunter. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go in a second here, once I, again, hit 8, because that's the magic number, guys. Remember, 8, so that you get back to 9 to get back to your Knight in time. Yep, I will Knight. He's so low on Elixir, I guarantee it. I'll Skeletons surround the Hunter. Like, that should be a huge lock. Like, he should not have enough to afford anything right now. Maybe a Bar Barrel, which I can catch. He's back to Fireball, man. Okay, honestly, I'm going to get a huge lock. Like, I can't complain about that. That's like 1,000 damage. Although I do think he should have lost the game because of how aggro he played that. Like, that Fireball and single was too aggro. That's why I punished him and got a lock. I do feel like maybe I should have gotten more, but I mean, I can't complain. I still got a lot of damage. So I'm still pretty sure he's playing 3M. Like, this is a 3M deck. Like, it kind of screams, yeah, 3M. There they are. And he might have just lost the game because he doesn't have anything in Cycle. Yeah, he wasn't back to Knight, I'm pretty sure. And then, like, Ghost doesn't tank for an Expo, obviously. And a Hunter is, like, expensive. So, yeah, I'm just gonna... I'll save the Knight to defend. Like, the Expo will take pretty much the entire tower. Okay, wow, Knight is going everywhere I did not want it to go. Let me just Ice Spirit to retarget the Ghost and Archers for this left side. Log. Okay, actually, I'll just Knight instead of logging because I want to, like, protect the Archers if I can, and that's going to be a good game now. So, honestly, just really nice game against 3M pigs. Just pressured well in single. And then I, like, timed him very well with that Expo into the 3M, which is not really something I recommend doing very much, but, like, I feel like playing aggro sometimes. Against 3M, I usually go to overtime every single game, but this one was just, like, he messed up in single, and I got a nice position. But, yeah, I do generally recommend playing more passive guys, but nice timing. If you catch them in the right cycle as well, Elixir and Cycle, like, if you combine both Elixir counting and card cycle tracking, you can be, like, almost unstoppable. Like, look at that punish, right? He didn't have anything for that Expo at all. When you go 3M in the back, you're at 1. You don't have enough for pigs in time either, so... You know, that's just a nice win against 3 Musketeers. Going to put me at 2643. Alright, guys. Found a match against Link. Honestly, just reminds me of Link from The Legend of Zelda. First impression of the name. Valk Wallbreakers. What? Okay, I like instinctively logged after seeing the... Wallbreakers, but I honestly don't even... I should have logged, because, yeah, if I didn't log there, the Valk would have been healthier. Probably would have gotten a hit, so I guess it was a good log. But I was going to say, like, maybe I didn't need the log. I could have gone, like, just Tesla. But, I mean, it's fine. Log is log. Like, okay, it's acceptable. I'm a bit tired, if you couldn't tell. By the commentary, I did not sleep very much last night, but... yeah, it is what it is. I'm still pushing. We move. It goes for the Marcher. Pretty aggro. I will Expo and Knight, and then he might lose the game right now, honestly. I'll Ice Spirit for this side as well. Don't want to take too much damage, of course, but he might have lost, because how does he stop this? Okay, like, Bomb Tower. Can I Tesla in time, please? And do I get it off? Yeah, beautiful Tesla. That's going to be a big lock. He can go, like, log now. I'll hover my log for his Wallbreakers. But yeah, that was a good Tesla. I'm hovering log. Okay, goes Miner. Okay, honestly, I could have reacted with Skeletons in time, and that would have been, like, maybe another 500 damage, which definitely would have sealed the game. It's not over yet, because, honestly, Miner Wallbreakers is not a great matchup. That being said, this one, he has a Valk, not an Evo Knight, so I'd say this one is definitely my matchup since I have the Evo Knight. But, just, like, you know, for, like, normally, like, against the Ramieli deck, like, it's not really a great matchup, honestly. To be honest, though, I've gained a bit more respect for people using this deck. I used to hate it, and I used to, like, really dislike people who played it as well. Like, not on a personal level, but... Okay, that's a lot of damage, actually. Wow, that is more than I wanted to take. I have to Tesla for this, but I think I have to let it go. Yeah, that's dead. Okay, that was really bad, guys. Like, I let the Marcher lock on. That was really not it. But yeah, what I was saying was I used to have a lot of respect for people who played this deck because it was, like, you know, pretty high skill. Then it became absolutely broken when, like, Bomb Tower was good in the meta. Marcher was so broken. You know, Marcher finally got nerfed, and honestly, now I have a bit more respect for players using this because now Marcher is pretty weak, and I feel like, you know, it's just one of those decks that, like, it's, like, it got the Bomb Tower nerf, it got the Marcher nerf, although, quite frankly, it's still pretty broken with Evo Knight, although I guess normal Minor Wallbreakers is better, like Minor Wallbreakers with, normal, like, poison and everything. I'll log this back. Gonna take everything out. Honestly, that's a fireball on both of those. I don't think I can get it, though, sadly. I'll just fireball tower, and if he doesn't get something down, that's a lock right there, and he does not, so that's a good game, because, yeah. Like, that's the beauty of fireball, guys. Like, I always talk about this about, like, last-second fireballs. If they're not expecting it, you know, you can just win the game off of it. I was actually thinking of doing, like, a last-second fireball compilation video, because I get that all the time in my games. But, yeah, he's spamming well played. He's obviously upset. I mean, it's not a good matchup for him, so I feel a bit bad. But, like, honestly, I mean, I still don't respect Minor Wallbreakers that much, because it's, like, a lot of spam, but yeah, I mean, I feel kind of bad. He seems mad. Sadly, I don't have the GT emote to give back on this account, guys. I have 4 GT emotes. None of them are on this account, sadly, so I guess he thinks, like, he can flex that. I guess he can. I literally just have the Ultimate Champion emote to give back. I'll just laugh back because he's BMing, like, a lot. But, yeah, honestly, I can get why he BM'd, like, he kind of lost in single. And, yeah, 666 in the world, though. Devil's number, guys. 1 off 2,700. I will go for 2,700. Alright, guys, found a match against Goku22. Oh, I recognize this guy. I don't know what he plays, actually. Like, I think he's like maybe a Hog player, but he's like a pro. Like, he's a good player. Definitely recognize that name. Oh, Ice Wizard. Oh, Graveyard. Oh, please give me Splashyard. I love Splashyard so much. Like, I would really appreciate if this was Splashyard. Although, against a good player, it's kind of sus. I'll Xbow. All he has in hand right now is, like, Tombstone, Baby Dragon, Barb Barrel, Poison. Yeah, that's gonna be... Okay, not really a lock. I'll log, actually. I want a lock. So I'll log to get the lock. Was that worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. I got more damage than him, so I guess it was. Because he went Knight the back. Like, usually Splashyard players don't really do that. They save Knight for the Expo, you know? Like, they cycle Ice Wiz, they cycle Tombstone, sometimes Barbarrel. Lets the Ice Spirit go. He could have gone... What is that, Baby Dragon? I'll just Knight. No need to Tesla here, because if he went Graveyard, I would have Tesla'd, I guess. But in that case, no need to Tesla because it costs 1 more than the Knight. And also, I want to cycle to my Evo Knight as fast as possible. So, you know, Evo Knight is optimal there. I'll Archer Skeles for this, and then Barbarrel comes down. He's going to poison, I think, right? Because, yeah, that's a smart play. If he went Ice Wiz, he might have lost the game. Sadly, I think the Tombstone will tank for the rest of the Expo. So, Tombstone is pretty annoying, but at least he went high poison, not low. So, you know, my tower didn't really get poison. I believe he did not go for a Knight, right? Like, he went, like, Baby Dragon at the bridge, then he went, like... Actually, no, he did go Knight. Oh, so he's back to his Evo Knight. Either way, I'm going in. I'm going Evo Knight Expo at 6. Like, I don't really care. He's not back to his Knight right away, right? So, he's back soon, so he will be able to get it down. But I just want to pressure while I have the Evo Knight. I'll log. He has to get an Evo Knight down, otherwise that's a lock. There it is. I'll Archers and Skeletons, too. I think he has Barbarrel, so yeah, that's gonna... Like, he's gonna survive, but I just like pressuring in this matchup. He goes poison, bad poison. I mean, okay, honestly, it's annoying because he's gonna get tower damage for it. But this might be a lot of damage unless he goes... He doesn't have Ice Wiz, right? He has to go... Oh, he does. Oh, man, okay. If he didn't have Ice Wiz, that would have been a good punish. I was kind of hoping he didn't, but... I'll Expo at 6, actually. Just to also prevent that Ice Wiz from getting damage. I don't think he has anything in hand right now. Tombstone, man. My cycle counting is off right now. But that's still forcing stuff out, and... At this point, I'll Tesla like this, just to stay on the map after kills a Baby Dragon. And Barbarrel can get caught with the Skeletons fairly easily. Tesla will take a couple hits, but not too much, and I can Expo again. I'll Expo on the right this time, guys, because there comes a certain point when you just don't want to keep spamming Expo same lane, and this is a big thing I don't see people adapting to enough, but especially against, like, Graveyard against 2.6, don't go same lane as them all the time. Like, see, he poisons here, and this is exactly why I went Expo on the right, because I want the poison damage to come down onto my healthier side tower, not the weaker one in the left, so that's why I went Expo the right. Hope that explains it, because I know I had a Tesla alive in the left, and so it might have made sense to naturally go in, but once again, I'm Expoing in the left. Ice Spirit connects, which is really good. He has an Evo Knight. Damn, okay, that was a bad Tesla then, because that's going to die very fast. I think I actually have to go Archers here. Maybe I can make some magic happen here. That's a dead Evo Knight, and I think I do have to log this Graveyard. Yeah, I get a baby Expo lock in the right, but honestly, not really what I was looking for, although I guess... It's not the end of the world. I'll Expo again in the right. Again, don't want to go in the left because the left side tower is weaker. And again, he gives me a fireball, so I'll just take the fireball. That's a lock if he doesn't get something down. Oh, he gets the Knight down. Well played. If he didn't get something down, I might have switched to the right lane. But yeah, you guys will notice I'm like low-key just trying to spell cycle him out as well. Like, this matchup is good for Xbow, but he knows what he's doing. He's like a good player. You know, like, he's doing what he has to do. Usually against like bad players with Splashyard, I just win in like the first like 2 minutes, but he knows what he's doing. He's surviving. Anyway, he is not back to Evo Knight, right? Because I know his cycle is different from mine. Like, when last time he went Evo Knight, I was not back. So I don't think he should be back. Yeah, he's not. So that's a fireball for me. A poison for him. He's definitely going to take it in a second here, I think. But I'll still, like, just pressure. Okay, actually, he doesn't have enough elixir right away. Goes Baby Dragon Barbell. That's a lock right there because he cannot really stop this. Gets Tombstone. Crazy. How is he living? Oh, beautiful Knight, guys. That Knight, man, that was clutch. He didn't have enough for the Evo Knight, I don't think. So that was really good. That Knight was very clutch because, honestly, I thought the Baby Dragon might lock on to the Xbow. But I had like a split second of reaction time. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going Knight, and it worked out very well, obviously. So I have to log once he gets that poison down. Evo Knight Graveyard is very, like, threatening. He got some decent damage for it, but honestly not enough. I'll just Tesla, and then I'll just defensive Xbow. He is mad, obviously. I mean, usually people get mad when they lose to Xbow, like lots of people do. But, I mean, he just kind of got outplayed with the pressure. Like, good Graveyard players, they make it pretty close and sometimes actually lose to Splashyard still. I think it's a good matchup for me. Maybe not with Evo Knight. I was talking to Lucas X Gamer, and he was like, surely 3.0 isn't like a great matchup if they have Evo Knight. Like, isn't a great matchup for Xbow if the Splashyard player is Evo Knight. And like, honestly, I can kind of see the logic, but I still think like against most Splashyard players that aren't like Starlight or like the best Splashyard players in the world, it should be pretty good for Xbow, at least like 60-40, I guess. And much better against like bad players. But that's it. He gives a good luck. I'll just say thanks. You know, he is mad. Sadly, once again, I'm hindered by my lack of a GT emote on my SK555 account, but it's all good. I got 2,700, guys, 608 in the world, so I'll just call it top 600 ladder push, because saying top 610 just sounds weird. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Some nice wins. As you can see, Goku is a pro player, like really good player, so nice win against a good player. That's what it is. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.